welcome to my channel. Today I am making some street style hot dogs. Basically they're going to be bacon wrapped and I'm going to top them with kind of like a pico de gallo type of thing and a couple other stuff. So stick around, this is so good. This is my favorite way to eat hot dogs. And I know some people are going to be like, what did you just put on that hot dog? Trust me, it is good. And I mean good. So I'm starting off with 3 bun-sized hot dogs, but you can use any hot dogs, it's fine. And I'm using 1 strip of bacon for each of them. And before I wrap the bacon on them, I like to cut a couple little slits onto the hot dogs just so that they don't get blistered and stuff when they're cooking. And I'm gonna put that in my air fryer, but if you don't have an air fryer, you can just put them into your oven, or you can even just cook them on the stovetop. But it's just the air fryer is so much easier. I just put some aluminum in there, and since it has bacon, I don't want the bacon to drip down into the bottom of my air fryer. That's why I put that aluminum there. And they just cook so fast, so easy, less of a mess. You just crumple up that aluminum foil and you throw it away, right? So yeah, 1 piece of bacon for each hot dog, and then you make sure you toothpick the sides so that they stay there, or otherwise they'll start coming apart in the air fryer oven, or if you're on the stove, it's a huge mess on the stove. So make sure you put those little toothpicks, and then I just put all 3 of them into my air fryer. They fit perfectly. And then I went to go wash my hands because I was touching bacon, and it's at 400 degrees, my air fryer. And I put it in for 10 minutes, and then I checked on it and see if they were done or see how crispy they were. I like them super crispy, so we'll check on them in a bit. So then I'm taking this bowl and I put in some diced onions, some diced tomatoes, give that a good little mix. And we're also going to be putting in some cilantro, which is sprinkled in some cilantro, mix it around. I wanted it to all look pretty evenly dispersed, so like an even amount of all of those 3 things. Just mixing that up. It's basically like a pico de gallo, just doesn't have the lime, because this is how I make pico de gallo. I just don't put jalapeno juice, which is what you're gonna see me put in right now. So I'm gonna put the juice of the jalapenos, and I just put like a teaspoon, not a lot. You can top your hot dogs with jalapenos too, or you can cut up some jalapenos and throw it in there, but I don't want them to be spicy. I just wanted a little bit of the jalapeno like taste. So I just drizzled in a little bit, mixed it up, set that aside. And now I'm taking some buns, some hot dog buns, and I'm going to open these up and lay them like nice and flat so that I can toast the inside and the outside. While I was opening them up, I did need a little help from a knife. Just make sure you don't cut the buns all the way through. You know, you don't want them falling apart as you're eating them, so just open them up and lay them flat like that. See, that second one didn't need any help, it just opened up on its own, but this one I needed to cut it a little bit, so you see me with my knife cutting them open. So there we go, I got 3, 1 for each of my hot dogs, and then we are just going to lightly, very lightly butter them, and then we're gonna set them onto the stove to toast the sides. So you just see me getting just a little bit of butter, and just spreading it onto the bread. And there's these little hot dog buns. And once I'm done, I am gonna check on my air fryer because it did beep. 10 minutes went by, so I'm gonna check them really quickly, and you'll see that they're basically done, but I did want them just a little bit crispier, so I left them in there an extra like 5 minutes. So they're basically done, but left them in there 5 more minutes. And now I am placing them on this skillet here just to toast them. If you don't have a skillet, you can use a normal like frying pan, I guess. Anything that you can just put these on to toast them. You can ignore my dog, she's always in my kitchen when I'm cooking. You're probably gonna see my friend show up soon too. You'll see him, there he is, in shorts and some sandals like always. But yeah, I'm just toasting buns. You should know how to toast buns. I do it with my hands, but don't burn yourself, so if you need a spatula or some tongs to do that, that is totally fine. I just use my hands. And now you can see my hot dogs are nice and done, nice and crispy. They were in there a good 15 minutes. And we're just going to lightly brush them with some mayo, these buns. That's what I do. I just put a little bit of mayo on them. Each and every one. And then I'm also going to be topping it with ketchup. As you can see, my ketchup bottle is chilling on the countertop there. But yeah, I'm just putting the mayo onto each of these. Just light amount of mayo, not too much mayo. Now you can do it this way or you can do it your own way, but I'm showing you how I feel is the best way, but that's just my opinion. Some people don't like mayo, some people don't like onions or tomatoes and stuff, but this is how we always ate them growing up. So I'm just taking the toothpicks off. Please take the toothpicks off. You don't want your guests biting into toothpicks. So I'm taking the toothpicks off, and I did take them out of my air fryer with tongs because they are hot and you don't want to burn yourself. So just taking them out one at a time, pulling out the toothpicks, and then just putting them into the buns. And once I had them all, I'd line them up because I was going to make them look real nice. Took some ketchup and I drizzled it into little zigzag lines. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this is making me hungry. So yeah, I put some ketchup. I don't know why my friend was calling my sister because I had to work the next day and he was trying to party. He literally brought the party for 20 minutes and then went home. He was fun. So I put ketchup. We're also going to be putting some sour cream. Yes, sour cream. Trust. Okay, trust in this. Okay, it is delicious. I tried to be all fancy and put it in a Ziploc bag so I could zigzag it just like the ketchup, but as you can see it failed a little here and there. And then we're putting on top the mixture that we did earlier, that like pico de gallo type of mixture. And that's it. It's so simple but so delicious. I absolutely love this. It took me maybe 15, actually more like 20 minutes because it took 15 minutes to cook and then about 5 minutes to do all this. So this is how they came out in like 20 minutes. I fed me and my friend and they were so good, so good. I think they serve them in the streets of Mexico like this because my mom used to make this like this all the time. This is my favorite way to eat a hot dog. And there you go, we're just eating hot dogs. You'll see my friend dance because he's funny. And yeah, I hope you guys go check out some of my videos. I hope you guys go like my Facebook page. Make sure you share this, like this, comment, subscribe, and turn those notifications on so you can see every time that I post a new video.